Good morning and welcome to Game Changers Devotional. We're certainly glad to have you on the call this morning. Wanted to let you know that you are welcome to invite anybody you'd like to on our call. And like I say, it's something that if you want to share with some of your friends, you can forward that call-in number and to anybody you would like to. And like I say, you know good and well if you've been on here any at all, you don't have to dial in any codes or any, hold your leg up in the air and wave your arm out the window of your car to get on here. We make it very easy just to dial straight in. I want to remind you that we do have all of our calls that we've recorded on Spotify, so you can go back and listen to those, and you can share those with anybody you'd like to. But we really encourage you to share the call-in number with other folks and invite them to get on the call with us. Well, this morning, if you jumped on this call and you were expecting to hear Jacob James, because you know the rotation that we usually have, I hate to disappoint you. You're going to have to listen to me because Jacob had some stuff that it was really important for him to do this morning, and that was take care of his kids for the first day of school. And we definitely want to be praying for all the kids that are starting school today, and the ones that will be starting sometime, maybe the rest of sometime later in the week. But like I say, and Jacob will be back next week, and it's always a treat to hear him. This morning, I want to talk about something that might feel a little bit out there for some people, and that's bringing Jesus into our everyday grind. And I know you're probably thinking Michael Pate is off his rocker and he's in my personal business. But I'm not. I'm speaking from the standpoint of I know how difficult it can be to walk your Christian walk in the world today. But hopefully, you're getting to the point in life where that you don't mind walking that walk for Christ on an everyday basis. But if you don't, what if I told you that God isn't just interested in our Sunday best, and and some of you on the call aren't surprised by that. But we need to remember He cares about our Monday blues, our Tuesday triumphs, our Wednesday wonders, our Thursday thrills, and our fantastic Fridays. And this morning I want to hit on 3 points that I think can help us make sure we bring Christ with us every day, wherever we go. And the first thing is you are God's workplace. And if you flip the script a little bit, instead of thinking of work as a place to escape to, what if we saw it as God's office or God's home? That's right, your cubicle, your construction site, or your kitchen table is actually a divine workplace. And Paul said in Colossians 3:23, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. I hear you now. Here we go meddling again, Pate. Well, I'm not trying to meddle. I'm just telling you it's one of those things that I have to constantly remind myself. It's not about even punching a clock, or it's not about washing dishes or changing diapers. It's about serving God in all of our tasks. Just imagine, though, if you approached your job with the same passion and dedication as serving God. It would be a game changer, and that's what this call is all about, us being game changers. When we view our work as a ministry, it transforms how we treat our colleagues, how we tackle challenges, and even approach that dreaded Monday morning. The next thing I think we have to remember is we're to be the salt and the light. So we're God's workers, but how do we actually live out what Jesus calls us to do is being salt and light? In Matthew 5:13 and 14, it says, you're the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. So in our workplace, we can preserve integrity, we can work with honesty, we can be ethical in the way we do things. But we have to be the ones as Christians to stand out and stand up for what is right, even when that puts us in a tough situation. And when you talk about the light, we can brighten up our workplace by being positive and encouraging, and we can give somebody a helping hand even when it's not our job. And sometimes it's about bringing a person a smile. You can offer a listening ear. You can go that extra mile to help somebody out. And remember, there are people that are watching you. Now, you may be virtually a virtual employee, and you may not have somebody in your office, but I can guarantee you how you handle yourself, other people are watching that. And we have to remember our actions can speak louder than our words, and they can reflect Jesus to those around us. And the last thing, I have to tell you, we can't do this alone. We need God's strength and guidance every step of the way. And that's where prayer comes in. It's not just for church or quiet time. It's for the whole day, including our work hours. 1 Thessalonians 5:17 simply says, pray continually. Now, when some people hear that, they think that they're not supposed to work. They're supposed to sit and pray nonstop. But that's not what, I don't think that's what God's talking about here. It means, I think, maintaining a constant awareness of God's presence and seeking His wisdom throughout the day. Short prayers, silent moments of thanksgiving, or just talking to God in your heart can make a world of difference. Now, I've said this because I have realized over the past few months I probably have, well, I'm not going to say probably, I know that I have not given my best at work. There's been times that I've been tempted to take shortcuts and do things a little differently than I probably should have. And so it's something that I'm not pointing a finger at anybody. I'm pointing a finger back at myself and saying I've got to step up. So as we head to work today, just remember it's not a 9 to 5 or being a homemaker 24/7. Remember, it's not just clocking in on a clock if you have to do that. It's not just getting at your desk by a certain time. You're stepping into a divine place no matter where it's at, and we're called to be that salt and light. And we can be empowered by prayer. And it may feel a little different to do this, but trust me, I think you'll find it's worth it. So let's bring a little bit of heaven to workplace with us, to our workplace. And I think that if we do that, we'll see that Christ starts changing our workplace. Now, it may not be immediately. It may take a little time, and it may be slow. But you yourself can make a difference in the way that Christ is viewed just by changing our attitude in the workplace. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day. I thank you for everything that you've given us, dear God. We don't deserve anything we have, but we're so thankful for what you've given us, dear God. I just pray that you would be with us as we go into the rest of this work week, dear God. I just pray that we would be that shining light for you. We'd be the light on that hill, and that we wouldn't cover up what you've done for us, and we wouldn't be ashamed, that we would have confidence when we go into our office, or if we're talking on the phone, or anyone else. Help us to live our lives in a way that glorifies you. I just pray that you would be with each one that's traveling. I pray that you would be with the kids that are out there that are starting school, dear God. The teachers, be with the teachers. Help them to walk in and be a shining light in their workplace, because they have the chance to affect those little ones, dear God. I just pray that you would, once again, keep us all safe and bring us back next week. And we love you and thank you for all you've done. These things I ask in your name. Amen.